Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way, and today we've got a really exciting preview for you. Number one, it's the Odion Igalo derby, and number two, it is Manchester United versus Watford in the FA Cup third round. And yeah, really exciting to finally test this team against really good Premier League opposition. You have to remember Manchester United are currently joint top of the Premier League with Liverpool, so a really exciting game. But before I get into more of my thoughts, we've got an opposition fan on, someone who has a different view to us Watford fans. So we've got Brad Cox on, who's the senior Manchester football correspondent for Vavel UK, and here are his thoughts.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the Watford Way for having me on to preview this Manchester United versus Watford fixture in the FA Cup on Saturday evening at 8 o'clock. My name is Brad Cox and I am the Manchester football correspondent for Vavel UK. And today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on Watford, United's recent form, and most importantly what I think the score prediction is. So thanks again for the Watford Way for inviting me on and allowing me to do this preview. So let's get right into it. I think it's going to be an interesting game. There's going to be lots of squad rotation for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men. Solskjaer last night after the Carabao Cup defeat did mention that there will be some changes to United's side. I think there's quite a few different types of players that United would like to see. I think and lots of players that need rests for United. It's Bruno Fernandes with the key one. He needs to be rested in this game. Not to undervalue Watford, but I think United's second team should be enough to get them through to the next round. I think a rest for Marcus Rashford as well is long overdue. And it just gives an opportunity for those players who have not really been able to get into the side too much this year. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is due a rest, which means Axel Tuanzebe can come in for United at right back. I think that will be huge for his confidence, just getting as many games as possible, really, especially considering the last game he played was against Everton in the Carabao Cup, and that was at right back as well, and he did really well. I think another thing that United fans will be wanting to see is Mason Greenwood in his natural position instead of being at a right wing position. I think it's time to see Mason Greenwood in his natural position as a striker, see if he can get on the score sheet and sort of just enjoy himself again. He seems to have been a bit lost on the wing at times. And speaking about wingers, I think that's something that Watford will be looking to use, is their width, especially with Ismaila Sarr getting balls into the box for Troy Deeney. Obviously, everyone knows Troy Deeney and what threat he poses in the box, especially with Andre Gray as well this season. But it's going to be a tough game for United, especially seeing as Watford did beat Manchester United last season in the Premier League 2-0 away at Vicarage Road. But I think it's an interesting game that should be decent for United to kind of test out their second string players. I think another one that fans will want is Donny van der Beek to start. Van der Beek hasn't really been given too much of a chance this season, and when he has been given a chance, he's come on at the end of a game for like 3 or 4 minutes and not really been able to do enough to show he's worthy of a start. So I think he could be starting in Fernandes' role if he is rested. I think Harry Maguire should be given a rest, but he loves playing. He played every single game last year, which was remarkable. Luke Shaw has been battling for his starting spot in the lineup since Alex Telles came to Manchester, but I think Telles will take Luke Shaw's position to give the English left back a break. Another opportunity for Telles to kind of prove to United fans what sort of skills and qualities he has at left back. He's got an absolute, beautiful curling left foot for whipping in crosses. United, obviously without Edinson Cavani after his FA Cup, after this FA ban for his racial post, if you want to call it that. I believe this will be his last game he has to serve. But then one player I know Manchester United fans will be excited to see if he does manage to make the squad is Facundo Pellistri. Pellistri, who signed for Manchester United in the summer, a young 18-year-old, has been pretty good for the under-23s this season, having a goal in the under-23s derby, but I don't think he'll start the game, as Daniel James is probably just ahead of him and he needs minutes in the side as well to get him a bit of confidence. But whether or not Pellistri can come on from come on from the bench, maybe at the 60-minute mark, 65-minute mark, give him half an hour, maybe Solskjaer can slowly integrate him into the squad if he believes he is ready. Obviously, Amad Diallo from Atlanta is headed to Manchester over the next week or so, I believe. He'll be looking to get some game time in the under-23s as well. So maybe those two can sort of push each other on to make a final bid for the right wing spot, and see if Manchester United can finally fit that position into their game and save some money on Jadon Sancho. Maybe just go for the Pellistri and Diallo effect and kind of bring those two players like they used to from the academy and bring them up and make a David Beckham out of them. That would be the dream for Manchester United fans, of course. But then with Watford, it'd be nice to welcome back Ben Foster and Tom Cleverley to Old Trafford. Two players that were good servants for Manchester United back in the day, and then didn't really quite work out for Cleverley. I thought at times, when he scored that goal against Newcastle, whether it was a cross or shot, we still probably don't know to this day. But it just didn't work out for him. But it seems to have worked out at Watford, so it'll be good to see them back at Old Trafford on Saturday night. As for score predictions, I'm going to go confident with Manchester United. I think Solskjaer will definitely want to put the defeat from the Carabao Cup at the back of his mind and really get this side back to winning ways for United. I'm going to go 3-1 for Manchester United. Goals from Greenwood. Let's have a goal from let's give Greenwood a brace. And then I've also got a weird feeling that Maguire's going to score. I mean, he got his first goal in the FA Cup, first goal for Manchester United, which came in the FA Cup last year against Tranmere Rovers. So that was a big moment for him. But I've got a feeling Maguire might be able to put one in the back of the net. So I'm going 3-1 United. I'm going Troy Deeney with a goal for Watford. So we'll see how that pans out. I'll be at Old Trafford on Saturday, 8 o'clock. Live updates from myself on my Twitter page at @BradJCox_. And thank you very much to the Watford Way for inviting me on and having me preview this big FA Cup clash. See you then.
Yes, so really interesting there from Brad, and it's always good to hear someone else's thoughts who obviously watches Manchester United quite a lot for their job. And look, obviously for me, being a Watford fan, the FA Cup isn't a priority for us. Obviously, Manchester United just recently got knocked out of the Carabao Cup semi-final to Manchester City, and obviously Manchester United under Ole have not won a trophy yet. So I'm sure they'd want to do well in the FA Cup this season, and I wouldn't be surprised to see quite a strong lineup out. But you never know with Ole how he's going to put his teams out, so it's going to be really interesting. But from a Watford perspective, it's kind of like if muts and maybes. I don't really know who's going to play. Obviously, we've got some injury issues with the squad at the moment. We do have a new signing in Philip Zinkernagel, and it was hinted by Tom Cleverley in the pre-match press conference that he might get a run out during the game. So that'd be really exciting to see where he kind of lines up in the squad, in the formation, how much game time he's going to get, but ultimately for me, a Watford fan, my focus is firmly on promotion, obviously back to the Premier League where we all want to be, and an FA Cup run. Obviously, we've been hindered slightly somewhat in the draw that we've got with Manchester United. Obviously, a fantastic team. So look, all I want personally to see is a decent performance, a strong lineup, because we don't play midweek. We've got Huddersfield next Saturday. So it's not like we need to prepare for a championship game midweek. We do have a week's break in between this game and our next championship game. So I'd like to see a full strength lineup out. I'd like to see Adam Messina get his first start after returning back from injury. Obviously, I mentioned Zinkernagel, Truce de Kong's back, Cathcart's back, João Pedro's back. So it's looking really exciting. And obviously, as I mentioned up there on my wall, Odion Ighalo, one of my favourite ever Watford players, and it'll also be good to see him start for Manchester United. And he's obviously leaving at the end of January for them, which is a real shame, because I do love Iggy. He's one of my favourite ever Watford players. But there we have it. That is our Manchester United versus Watford FA Cup third round preview. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any more videos about this FA Cup tie. We're going to be covering it all throughout the weekend. We've got a player ratings show after the game with Brendan, who's Watford fan for the Netherlands, and I'm also going to do my match review and give you my thoughts on the match. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.